Okay, so when we walk this out like this, see how we've got our 1 inch is there. Our zipper is going to go on top of here, and then, well, actually once we get that on there, those are going to be even. And then, so here's what's going to happen. So now remember, this is on the inside, right? The Bimini's on the inside of this. And then we're going to have this zipper that is going to go about like that. Now our fabric then, our side curtain that's going right here in this triangle. You can visualize the canvas that's going to fill this up right in here. We want this canvas is going to go 3/4 of an inch up inside here, but we're going to have it run straight through here, in between here and out this little flap. And then that flap's going to be on top of that. Follow me? So that can actually be right about there. Yeah. So this will then go from having outside to, or inside, to having to let the side curtain go to the outside through that gap. Okay, that's it. All right, so the zipper tail's done with the exception of attaching the zipper to this piece. So with the Bimini top, all I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to go around and I'm going to bind the entire perimeter of this thing. And then once I do, we'll come back and we'll get our 2 zippers on the sides, our 3 across the back, and then our zippers for the zipper tail itself. So just go ahead and bind the entire area, and then we'll come back and do the zippers, okay? Oh shit, I had my dad come in and film, I don't remember which course it was, but he ran the camera, and it was before I had these microphones. I had a Bluetooth microphone that just connected to the camera, and but not the problem, the difference is that the internal microphone worked as well. So that microphone on there and my microphone worked at the same time. And you know, he's been doing canvas for his whole fucking life almost. So for him to sit and watch me do this, it's like, oh, fucking kids, so he was doing that the whole time. He's like, fucking kids, shut the fuck up. Not knowing that I was hearing him, or I could hear him because he was recording it. It was hilarious.
You always use Velcro with flaps?
On these type of flaps I do, yeah. Because you're really trying to keep the water out of it. Not a big fan of Velcro, but it is what it is. All right, go ahead, Bill, let's roll this.
Okay, I never stopped.
You never stopped?
Yeah.
Oh, right on. lot of times I like to use 1.5 inch Velcro so that you could actually bind the one edge in so you don't have the extra stitch line on there. All right, so now I'm going to, we got the Velcros lined up right, and now I'm just going to put the centers on, kind of mark the center, and now I'm not going to try to walk this out because I'm just going to guesstimate here that from there to there is about 1.5 inches. Remember that when we sewed it on there at the beginning? So we know that on those two ends in there. But I'm also going to do a little bit of cheating on here too, so I'll show you. Because I think that these zippers are pretty important. So we know that one goes there, that one goes there. We can double check it. All right. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. Okay, so let me explain this again one more time. Remember that we cut 1 inch of material off of this piece from the zipper flap. Well, now we've got a piece of 3/4 inch binding on top of that edge, and plus I'm going to stick my teeth out. You tight on that? I'm going to stick the teeth out on this as well. So that makes up that 1/4 inch of the 3/4 of an inch. So technically, once you sew this down, it should be right on the money. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a piece of 1/4 inch transfer tape. I always walk this stuff out, or I always do this on these things because I want to make certain that we get the edges down here at this bottom edge lined up properly. So let's just see how it goes when we just lay it normal. That looks like it's too far to me. Let's do this side and check this side out. now we can reference, come back to this. Actually, I just lied. I said it looked like it was too long, but if I line that up, these zippers up right here, and I fold that over, what happens? Perfect. So let's double check this side. Oh, that side's a little bit short. Okay. It was about, I'm going to call that about 3/4 of an inch. So we need to stretch this out just a little bit more. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull that out. Actually, I'm going to put that where I want it, right there. Now, if this side was different, I would make an alteration. This side happens to be okay, so we can just leave it. But so right now,